I'm in a hotel room in Las Vegas right now because like 10 or 11 months ago, I was in a Cabela's/Bass Pro Shops. And there was this stand where they were selling timeshare presentations. And I'd been Googling about it recently because I wanted a cheap way to travel, specifically to Vegas is somewhere I wanted to go. And I kept talking to them and they kept doing the upgrades, which is really probably just getting you up to the default level. Like she kept going like, you know what, I'll upgrade to this. Instead of one night, I'll give you 2 nights and I'll give you a $50 gift card. And then she calls her manager over and he's like, I'll give you the best deal I'm legally allowed to give. My managers, they're gonna find where I live and fucking kill me for giving you a deal this great. And I'm like, can you guys just give me, like, tell me what the best deal is? And it ended up being I paid $100 for 3 free nights in this hotel. I got $100 prepaid MasterCard gift card after I attend the presentation, which I attended here in Vegas yesterday. And then I also got, at the time of purchase, a $50 Cabela's gift card, which I used to buy my little brother a toy. And so it took me forever to actually make the plans, but I think they like expired after a year. So I was like, all right, I have to go to Vegas. And so I come here, I stay one night, and then the next morning I have to go attend the timeshare presentation. And if you can picture what kind of sleazy, just absurd bullshit happens at a timeshare presentation, like in a sitcom or a comedy movie or something, it is exactly that in real life. After I check in and I wait for a bit, they bring me into a presentation room where there's 3 TVs all displaying the same thing in a low, poor quality PowerPoint presentation. Everyone else there is like a family with kids and stuff, and the presentation is clearly oriented towards like functional adults with families who might actually buy a timeshare presentation. I'm the only like one single person there, and they kept asking me like, are you sure you didn't come with a wife? Because you're supposed to bring everyone with you. Like that's part of their thing, is they're like, you have to bring your entire family. You can't just come alone. But I'm like, no, I really came alone. The guy who comes in to give the presentation is literally like a caricature. He's like this old dude. He's really tan, wrinkled, has thin, greasy, slicked back hair, super strong New York accent. He comes in, he's like, hey, how's everybody doing? And they're like, good. He's like, this is the worst crowd I've ever had. When I ask again, you all need to shout, how's everybody doing? I'm like, oh my God, he's literally just like going through the playbook. He keeps like making everyone clap constantly. He's like, if you don't clap, the presentation's gonna take even longer. And that type of thing actually really works on people. Like a 38-year-old woman goes crazy for a New York dude telling her to clap all the time. That really works. He's good at the presentation. He keeps like appealing to the families. He's like, if you have kids, you'll know their childhood goes like that in a blink, and you need to take them on vacations. He talks about his life. He talks about how in the 90s he was on like America's Next Star or whatever, like an American Idol type of show. And then he literally at one point starts talking about how both his parents died in 2020 to COVID. And he's just like, and my father, he would always tell me, someday isn't a day of the week, and so you can't say you're gonna do something someday. You have to do it today. And I'm like, when his parents died from COVID, do you think he was immediately like, I can put this in my presentation? And he really does make it sound really good. He's like, it's not like those old timeshares where you just have a specific week at a specific building and that's your vacation. It's a point system and the points roll over. And yeah, there's small maintenance fees, but they're not very much for how much you're saying. And he like says all these numbers, and the whole time I'm waiting for him to say, how much does the timeshare cost? And he never says it, because once his presentation is over, once he's warmed everyone up, he's like, all right, everyone needs to hoot and holler and scream and clap and cheer when I open the doors to all our salesmen. And I get ushered out first, and there's just like a wall of salesmen. And my salesman assigned to me is this like nice 75-year-old Indian man. And he was actually nice, so I felt bad. I sit down and I'm immediately like, I just have to tell you, there is no reality in which I buy this timeshare. Like, I just came here for the free stuff. And he's like disappointed, almost seems like mad, but like, I don't know. He seemed like a nice guy. But I guess their deal, the contract with the company that like sells the presentations or whatever, means you have to stay there for however long you agreed to, and I agreed to a 2-hour-long presentation. So he's just like going through what he has to do, like drawing on the paper. He's like, you can get this benefit, And he just stares at me. It's so awkward. It's so awkward. They make it awkward and tense on purpose. And he does it, and then he's just like, so you want to buy 5 of them? I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. And just like salesman after manager keeps coming, sitting down, shaking my hand. 2 of them asked, they're like, are you military? You seem like you're military. And I was wearing like a flowery grandma shirt, and I giggle at every word people say. It's like clearly a sales tactic to make the dudes feel manly. Like, oh, are you military? What a strong handshake you are. What a stoic, manly guy. Didn't work on me. We get back to the desk and he's like, all right, we got to bring Ali over here. We need Ali to try and sell you on it. And Ali sits down, and I'm like, this is their best salesman. He's got like thin, balding, greasy hair. His jacket, like his posture, I don't know if he had a condition, but he was an asshole, so I'm gonna make fun of him anyways. It looked like if he put on a jacket with the hanger still in it, like his head is like this, and he's got like a Russian accent, and he's like, so what are you not interested in? And I'm like, I'm just not interested. I'm not buying it today. And he's like, I have this customer. They bought a $57,000 timeshare, and they're trying to sell it, and they just want to get rid of it. And how much should I offer them so I can make a profit on that timeshare? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know how this works. I'm like, I have no idea. He's like, just tell me a number. I just say, I don't know. He's like, okay, I tell them $10,000, and they say yes. They said yes. They accepted $10,000. So I'm going to tell them I just need the perfect buyer. I tell them that you are broke. All right. That's exactly what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them that you are too broke to buy one at full price. And if you buy it for $10,000, that is such a good deal. Do you want that? I'm like, no. Because also, I forgot to mention, the price of a timeshare is $57,000. They made it sound like such a good deal. They're like, if you take all these trips, it's going to be like $10,000. But using your points, it'll only be $1,000 worth of points. They don't tell you that you're paying almost $60,000, not including the interest, because they make you take out a loan to get the timeshare. Like, that's insane. It went from sounding good to like, that's absurd. And then Ali is like, well, they're rich. Should I offer them a lower price? Would you buy it at a lower price? I'm like, I guess you should offer as little as you can. He's like, they are filthy rich. They just want out of the contract because they don't want to pay the maintenance fees, which also the maintenance fees are only like $1,500 a year, not very much. So how much should I offer them? I'm like, if they just want out of the contract, then offer them $1. And he's like, I can't offer $1. And he's like, but when you buy it, you can just sell it right away. After 45 days, you can sell it after purchase. So you could buy it for $10,000 and then sell it 45 days later for $57,000 and make $47,000 for free. Do you want to do that? I'm like, no, I'm not interested. He's like, you don't even have to pay the $10,000. You can just sign it. We put it in your name, and then 45 days later, we sell it, and you get $47,000 for free. And do you want to do that? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, what's wrong with you? He's like, why wouldn't you want $47,000? Is there something crazy in your head? I'm like, I just don't feel like it, because obviously this is bullshit. I'm just trying to get out of there. And he just starts like, he's borderline like insulting me. And then he stands up. One of the same managers who I've shaken hands with 4 times now sits down. He's like, well, if Ali can't sell you on it, then no one can. I'm like, that's your best guy? They're acting like that's the best salesman in the world is Ali, who just like insults you and is like uncomfortable to look at. Which maybe he is. I guess maybe it's like intimidation tactics. Maybe it works. The manager keeps coming back and shaking my hand, and at first he was nice, but then like I just hate these people so much. Like eventually he just gets like mean and aggressive. He's just like, what, how do I make this work? He's like, how do I make you buy it? I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it. He's like, then why the hell? He's like, he didn't say the hell, but he emphasized as if he said the hell. He's like, then why did you come here? I have to ask, why would you come here? I'm like, because I got a free hotel and a free gift card. Like, I only came here for that. And they start asking me, they're like, when you travel, do you stay in hotels? I'm like, no, when I travel, I sleep in like the cheapest, dirtiest place possible. I sleep in a friend's house or in a car or something. I don't pay for hotels. And they're just like judging the fuck out of me. It was so terrible. The old Indian guy, he was all right. Like he was a little aggressive, a little upset he wasn't making a sale, but he was all right. Eventually the salesman quit, but we have to sit there for 20 more minutes. So I just asked the old Indian guy about what he did for work before there, because apparently he'd only worked there for 8 months, and he said real estate. And I started asking if he'll go back to it, and he just for like 15 minutes straight talked about like BRICS and the payment systems in Russia and India and Japanese bonds and Chinese bonds being sold. And I was like, this is so much better just sitting there going like, oh yeah, Then finally we're done. He's like, all right, I have to go get a representative for you. He'll come over, just talk to you for a minute, and then he'll give you the gift card. This guy comes over, younger guy, dickhead. They're all dickheads. He's got fucking hella plaque buildup on his teeth. You would think he could afford to go to the fucking dentist with all these sales he's making. And he just starts asking me, he asked me the same thing. He's like, why did you come here? I'm like, why are you guys all acting like it's insane that I attended this presentation without intending to buy? I came here for the free shit. I tell him, I came here for the free shit. And he's like, okay. And he's like, you did it through Bass Pro Shops? I'm like, yeah, I did. He's like, well, what made you do it through there? I was like, I don't know. I'd look into it and it seemed like a good deal and it was cheap. Like some of the other ones I saw online, you have to pay like $500 up front. This one was only like $100 up front. And he's just like, yeah, and what did they reward you with? I'm like, 3 free nights at a hotel, $150. And he's like, oh, you could get a way better deal online. He's like, I used to do that. You can get way better deals. Like, I could have got you 4 nights in a hotel and 50,000 MGM points. He's like, so, like, what are you doing? Why did you do? He's like being an asshole, being like, you picked the worst timeshare presentation. I'm like, oh my God, just give me the fucking gift card. Eventually, he gives me the paperwork. I go hand it to them. They give me the gift card. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it just to experience how just like stereotypically terrible it is in there. It's exactly the type of terrible garbage you would picture in a comedy movie or something. It literally just felt like, it felt fake. It was so absurd. And I'm glad to have experienced something like that. I like to experience terrible things. I really like getting free nights in a hotel. I don't know if I like Vegas that much. I have blisters on my feet. It's 118 degrees. I've been walking around for like 5 hours a day. It's all right. I might come back eventually. It does seem like Vegas would be a lot more fun if I was rich. But if you were interested in attending a timeshare presentation for free nights at a hotel, just know it is going to be horrible. And you just have to be super honest up front. Be like, I am not buying this. There's nothing you can do to make me buy it. Nope, not gonna buy it. Nope, not interested. Nope, don't feel like it. And they're gonna just keep doing that until you hit the time limit. And then you go, all right, we're at the time limit. Give me my money and let's get out of here. All right, thanks for watching. I recorded a little video on vacation. Maybe I can write it off on my taxes now because I made one YouTube video. I don't know, but whatever. That's what the timeshare presentation was like. It sucked. Thank you, goodbye. Oh yeah, 2 very important things I forgot to mention. I noticed when I'm editing the video. Every time they made a sale, they would ring a giant gong and everyone in the building would clap and cheer. And I asked the old Indian guy who was making the sale to me, I was like, what is your success rate like in making a sale? He's like, 30%. I was like, what? And I'm like, is the 70% that you don't make sales usually like people like me who just came for the free stuff? And he's like, no, it's usually people who their credit score is too low. But if they have an American Express, then we just charge the down payment to their American Express, and they get all the rewards points, which almost covers the fee. And I'm like, so most of the people who go to the timeshare presentations are trying to buy it, I think. And I think that's why they acted like I'm such a freak only coming for the free stuff, because most people actually try to buy it and they only don't buy it because they're too poor. But if they have a credit card, then they'll just ruin their financial well-being even further by putting it all on their credit card. And then the one other very important detail was, they're like, you get an amount of points, and if you don't spend them in the year, you can roll them over, but you have to pay an amount of money to roll over the points. You know how much it costs to roll over the points? $6-7.